Hey Gasp natives, welcome back to another Gasp DEX tutorial. In this video, we're going to show you how to perform a simple gas-free swap between two tokens on the Gasp DEX. First, let's make sure our wallet is connected. Open your wallet to see your balance and a list of all tokens you have deposited to Gasp. We're going to be using USDC as our base asset for this swap. Once we've confirmed we have enough USDC, we need to make sure we also have a Gasp token balance in order to fund the lockup fee. The Gasp lockup is a temporary hold of tokens in order to facilitate a Gasp DEX swap. As our DEX is completely gas-free, we need a mechanism to prevent spam transactions. The lockup mechanism is how we achieve this, and your tokens are not spent. You receive them back in your balance once the lockup ends. Now, let's make sure we're on the trade interface found in the left-hand navigation bar. Here, you can click Select Tokens to see a list of all token pools which have been created on Gasp. The Gasp DEX is permissionless, which means anyone can deposit an asset from a supported network and fund a liquidity pool. In our example, we're going to swap USDC on Arbitrum for a small token on Base. Enter the amount you want to swap to see the amount of the corresponding token you'll receive in the swap. You should also check the transaction details, such as rate, minimum received, price impact, which is an important indicator if a pool has low liquidity, and commission, which is Gasp's small fee for making the swap. Next, we get to the most important part, and the killer feature of the Gasp DEX. Even though this swap is automatically routed across multiple cross-chain networks, there's no gas to pay. Instead, we simply place a temporary hold on 50 Gasp tokens to enable users to make the swap. As we mentioned before, Gasp is released back to the user after the lockup period ends, making this an incredibly cost-effective way to move value across blockchains. At the bottom of the swap interface, we can see how many networks the transaction is routed through, all done automatically for you. Once you're happy with the transaction details, go ahead and click Swap Tokens. Check and confirm the transaction in your MetaMask. After a few short moments, you'll see a success message appear at the top of the page, which will include your transaction details. We can now hover over our Gasp balance in the top right-hand corner and see how much Gasp is temporarily locked, shown directly under our balance in gray. This lockup will reflect in your Gasp balance, but as discussed, you still own this Gasp, and it will be returned to you at the end of the lockup. If we head back to the swap interface, we can click on Select Tokens and see that our list of available assets have been updated. Swapping back is simple. Just enter the quantity of the token you'd like to swap, in our example, small on Base, and ensure that you actually have the required amount in your wallet balance. In our example, you'll see that if you don't have enough funds, the amount you're attempting to swap will appear in red, indicating your balance isn't high enough to make the swap. You can easily see the available token balance for any asset in your wallet, displayed within the swap interface in the top right corner of the respective token box. Add in the correct amount and check the transaction details a final time. Take note that each new swap on the Gasp DEX requires a new Gasp lockup. This means that to make multiple gas-free swaps per day, you'll need a sufficient Gasp balance. The amount required for lockup may change over time. Once you're happy with the details, click Swap Tokens. Once again, after a few short moments, you'll see a success message appear at the top of the screen. Congratulations! You've just made 2 swaps on Gasp. If you're participating in our alpha launch, that's 2 swaps tracked on your dashboard. You can now check your Gasp balance, lockup, and overall wallet balance to see your swaps reflected in your wallet. In our next video, we're going to discover how to add liquidity into pools, discover our promoted pools features, and take a look at Gasp staking. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Gasp content.